Hello everyone, this is Gundam Meister RGR bringing you a review of the Star Wars Black Series Bad Batch in their mercenary gear. These are Walmart exclusive figures. I just received them this past week. Let's start off by taking a look at Hunter. Let's put him there in the middle. As you can see, he comes with a scarf accessory here, as well as his backpack that I placed on him, as well as his two guns bolstered at his side, and his knife here in its sheath. As you can see, he can hold onto his helmet fairly well. Let's set that off to the side. And then just take a look at this figure. So you can see the colors are very vibrant on him, and his face sculpt is very clear. You can see the details there. Very well done sculpt. And then here we can also take a better look at the chest. You see we have some damage details here, weathering, the worn paint. It's not exactly a straight line there. As well as on the shoulder pads as well. You see it's not perfectly done, which is weathering. This is the gear that they use for all their missions. We take a look down, we see that is continued. The orange stripe on his chest is also done here on his left leg. And again, we have weathering, as well as some scars here, some damage to the knees. And overall, just excellent sculpt, excellent figure. So let's take a look at some of his accessories. As mentioned, his knife here is kept in a sheath. You can hold this knife. It's a little loose, but let's try a reverse grip. It's very, very loose in his right hand. However, his left hand has no trouble at all holding that knife. See there, he is ready for some action. So let's put that knife away. His left hand has no trigger finger. However, his right hand does include the index trigger finger, so he can hold that blaster and be equipped for anything he might have to face on the mission. As you can see here, the elbows bend to a little more than 90 degrees, and his knees also bend slightly past 90. Because of the comma here on his sides, the leg articulation is a little restricted, but he can go kick up that far and kick to the back barely at all. His feet also have some articulation there. And then let's see the helmet on him. Tight fit, but it looks good on him. Now let's see what kind of pose we can get him into. Crouching, looking there. And that is pretty much everything for Hunter. Let's move him to the back. Next, let's take a look here at Echo. You see here that the theme continues with some orange stripes painted throughout. Even his arm here, droid hand, as well as his backpack. You see here the face sculpt has great details. Looks like him. You see here the orange stripes and the battle damage. His elbows bend to a bit more than 90, just like Hunter's. However, the leg articulation is better since we don't have those stripes, those straps that Hunter has here on Echo. Knee bends to a little past 90. And just kick forward that high and to the back. A little restricted, a little better than Hunter because of the lack of straps there. And we see here there are great many details, knees and below, the skirt and everything. Overall, an excellent figure. He comes with one blaster. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a trigger finger for his left hand. The only hand can hold it, but can still hold the blaster well. I really love this helmet. Very ingenious system. Unfortunately, I started collecting Black Series figures after they were released, so I never got a chance to get their Season 1 looks. But I'm so glad that the Walmart exclusive came out, and now I have a chance to get these figures and see how the helmet can be put on. This was one of the questions I always had, how they could engineer it to be able to be put on and removed, but they did a very good job there. And this is, again, another great figure from the Black Series. So that takes care of Echo. And now let's take a look at Tech. Tech here comes with the most accessories. That is mostly due to the fact that he has all these tools we see here, as well as his backpack coming with the antennas separate. So you're gonna have to put these on when you get him. I like the fact that they sculpted in the goggles. The glasses really fit his character better than having them as part of the helmet, as the figure from the first season had them. You see here that he also has some orange highlights throughout, and down at the knees as well. Overall, really good figure. I like the sculpt, the armor all looks good, and the paint job is really well done. And so then here we have his helmet. When putting this on, it's best to be careful because of the glasses. Don't want to damage them. But if you slip it onto the front first, and then the whole thing just slides on, not too badly, not too hard. He has the extra visor there. Really like the details, his face, everything about the armor, backpack, all these little tools that are removable and can be placed in his hands. Let me show you. A little loose, but you can hold them, no problem. And he comes with one gun and a trigger finger on his right hand only. Unfortunately, I don't see any way of putting the gun on anywhere on him, so he will have to be holding that. However, the tools, they do fit on his belt, and there is not a great risk of loss as they are very solid, as you can see. I have them upside down, but the tools are staying in the belt. Gauntlets have these very detailed, excellent sculpt. As with the other figures, there's some type of battle damage around the armor. The paint is not perfectly in line, and that's because these armors are the ones that they use on their missions. However, I have found that the backpack is slightly loose. It may come off at times, but just an excellent job with this figure. And I'm really glad to get the Bad Batch in my collection like this. Especially when it comes to Tech, this is the superior deco on them. And now let's take a look at the Wrecker. He is a bigger figure as he should be. And he comes with his helmet, knife and sheath here on the leg, and his blaster here, which can be placed here to be carried. His backpack fits very securely. I like the orange highlights that all the figures have. Makes it more cohesive as a unit. is a team that they are, the Bad Batch. His elbows also bend slightly past 90, and unlike Hunter or Echo, he can kick a lot further to the front, as well as out to the back. Backpack's little can be knocked off fairly easily if you're not careful. Here you see the sculpt there of the leg armor. It looks really good. A lot of details on it, sort of scratches and stuff from all their missions that they go on. These shoulder pads don't really get in the way much, and that is because of the system that they have. They can be moved to the side, and they're fairly flexible, so you can pretty much get him into any pose that you might want. Let's take a look at him with his helmet on. And there we have Wrecker ready for a mission. Let's take a look at his knife here. It's a little tight. You see here it's a bigger knife than the one that comes with Hunter. It's painted very nicely. See the shine. It's a thicker handle, but overall it's a bigger knife, so that makes sense. You can hold it fairly well. Let's just get it in that hand. There we go. We have Wrecker holding his knife, and now let's take a look at the blaster. It's a very good size, accurate to how it looks in the animation. It's just a very beefy blaster, which fits his character very well. Love the details and the posability on these guys. There we have Wrecker, ready to go into action. Let's just get that backpack back on. There we have Wrecker, Echo, Hunter, Tech, and the entire Bad Batch. They're ready to go on their next mission. See what kind of pose we can get him into. The skirt armor piece is released, or kind of get in the way, but you can still move him fairly well. There we have all of them there. Really, they look great together as the team that they are. I love the deco and the fact that because they brought them back and now they're season 2 look, I was able to add them to my collection. Hunter especially goes for very high prices in the aftermarket, so I'm glad that I was able to get him into my collection. Relatively affordable. Even though this is a Walmart exclusive, they are very well detailed and painted, and all the accessories that they come with are very good. I just really love these figures. And here for a little comparison, I have the Captain Rex from the Bad Batch, another Walmart exclusive figure. Since they are in communication with Rex, I thought it'd make sense to have them, place them alongside him. As if they're going on a mission together. Here we have Rex. Let's try to get him into the picture, the frame. Here we have Bad Batch. Just really nicely with that Captain Rex, especially with the details on him, the dirtied armor, and all that battle damage. So that concludes my review of the Bad Batch mercenary gear from the Star Wars Black Series. If you see them somewhere, highly recommend that you get them for yourselves if these are characters that you like in your collection. If you missed out on the first season versions of them, especially, these are, I feel, the superior deco. Especially when you look at Tech and the fact that his glasses are molded onto the face and not just part of the helmet. That just makes this a superior purchase. Thank you for your time, and hope to see you soon with some more toy reviews. This is Gundam Meister RGR signing off.